No, but it's
What do you
got
want to
like
achieve
it's
today?
got dashboard, sales, purchases, accounting, banking, payroll reports. It's got everything. I just want to lie out.
What? Log out, bitches.
Winner shares, winner shares, winner shares, winner shares. When the crowd gets fussy, when the floor gets dusty, when your blade gets busted, winner shares, winner shares. When your room smells funny, when a hex takes your money, what's gonna save you, honey? Just winner shares, winner shares. All you witches and all your old magicians, it's time to start listening to winner shares, winner shares. Winner shares, winner shares, winner shares, winner shares.
And one more time.
Winner shares, winner shares, winner shares, winner shares. When the crowd gets fussy, when the floor gets dusty, when your blade gets busted, winner shares, winner shares. When your room smells funny, when a hex takes your money, what's gonna save you, honey? Just winner shares, winner shares. All you witches and all your old magicians, it's time to start listening to winner shares, winner shares. Winner shares, winner shares, winner shares, winner shares. Got the world on my ass and I'm gonna jump fast. Be the first, won't be the last. I've got the world up my ass. Society, murder me up. Take a bite, spit it out. Take the rules, rip them up, down, down. Twisted mind, twisted brain. You know I'm going insane. I just tell them, get back when they tell me how to act. I've got the world up my ass. You know I've got the world up my ass. Society, murder me up. Take a bite, spit it out. Take the rules, rip them up, down, down. Up my ass. You know I've got the world up my ass. Society, murder me up. Take a bite, spit it out. Take the rules, rip them up, down, down.
Born and raised where the face is a pasty. In a place where your race is the best cheat. Got his first taste believing he greatly. But was laced out the gate with the best lead. Daddy Fred put hella millions on his head start after getting pinched at a Klan march. Just the average, pro-white simpleton. Fuckboy birthright made out of privilege. Baby man hand bitch. Baby man hands with the griff. Baby man hands with the band on the muzzle end. Baby man hands taking parents from kids. Come again, come again, come again. Bane of the Dems and Republicans. Blame on the TV president. Fame got the little man lusting for some. Make America great. But when was America great? When was America safe? Especially if your face is a different shade. Man, fuck what they saying. Look.
Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands.
How that cold working out for you? How that farming you know working out for you? How them terrorist field, making real terrorists. Blue-eyed school shooting, white boys having fits. More government bailouts for the people who say get the hell out. For the people who claim they've had it, but meet the new welfare queen heroin addicts. Skinned in a motherfucker, still horny for Stormy but can't cuff her. Still cuffed by Vladimir, that is clear. Still got eyes for his daughter but can't fuck her. Call Trump University, cause this fake shit brings out the worst in me. Fake news, fake views, fake telecasts, fed to the fake by the fake, full of fake facts. Fuck y'all with Kelly and Dick, and start picking truth over fake shit. Start realizing you made this dim-wit, racist, rapist president. Come again with a true story. Grab him by the pussy and go for it. Grab him by the Fox Newscast whore. Do what you want, there will be no arrest warrant. Cause he here for the take with hotels, vodka and steaks. Sucking off the EPA while the whole planet get fried. Realize that it's fine people on both sides. And I'm fresh out of tears, fresh out of fucks I can give, fresh out of love long as police shooting at kids. Fresh out, get the fuck out of here, baby man hands.
Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands.
Okay.
Baby man hands, baby man hands.
That's right.
Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands.
There you go.
Baby man hands, baby man hands.
Wipe his nose.
Baby man hands, baby man hands. Baby man hands, baby man hands. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little L's. Tell us his mental capacity failed. Tell us he's mental and gone off the rails. Maybe y'all call Kavanaugh for some help.
Bone spurs, deferred. Still talks tough but ain't served. Still struck a nerve when the word got out about crowd size. So we brought up Hillary and Barack's lies. Can't fuck with the dog. We stuck with the dog. No luck with the dog. Can't understand why they still can't get a raise. Hard knock life when the stock price still raised. But America is great. For some it ain't up for debate. And some eat lobster and steak. And some just pray. And some can't wait for the change.
Nostalgia is an excuse for stupidity. I don't believe in golden ages or presidents that put kids in cages. America awaits on bended knee. Can't you see? Sweet children, lights burning, wide in mother, draw the curtains. Free will is your dilemma. Tell me, where do you really want to be at the end of history? Utopia is an opiated trade. What we want is an open society. One torn and frayed at the edges, with pages of imperfect changes, and every hallmark of rationality. Can't you see? Sweet children, lights burning, wide in mother, draw the curtains. Free will is your dilemma. What will the dustman tell me, where do you really want to be at the end of history? At the end of history, nobody will be innocent of naked crimes against eternity.
sister and you go through puberty. You think you might be pagan and you want community. You meet a sex magician who tells you how it will be, and he claims that the door is locked and he only has the key. He claims that he's an elder but he's only 33. He's got merry meat, he merry pot your legs to blessed be. He says you best get used to it, it's part of our religion. You think he might be full of shit, but you're a trusting pigeon. He brings you to a circle and the priest gives you a shoving. Says we like polyamory and lots of carnal loving. So if you fuck my friends and me, we'll let you in our coven. And if you want a family, we'll put one in your oven. Witch war, twitch law, witch war, bitch saw, witch war, bitch law. Is he a lady conqueror or just a soldier in a witch war? You think we get enough grief from Christian right-wing preachers? We shouldn't have to bite each other like some feral creatures. I hear there's trouble brewing with the Voodons and the Wiccans. They're sacrificing values instead of little chickens. And some folks scam the new age kids because they're easy pickings. A bunch of pagan characters right out of Charles Dickens. I thought being pagan meant we all should get along, and that every path has value and there is no right or wrong. But every time there's power, there are always those who grab it. Someone comes along and takes a whack at Laurie Cabot. Some other fool shoots back like Elmer Fudd out hunting wabbits. They end up coming off like Lou Costello and Bud Abbott. Witch war, kitsch score. Witch war, niche de jour. Witch war, switch roar. You know I ain't no carnivore, ain't got stomach for a witch war. I know a couple women who were married to each other, and they were polyamorous, and soon they found another. And then a jealous friend of the third woman's exes started raising bad juju and casting nasty hexes. So everyone found out just what power over sex is, ripping at each other like Tyrannosaurus Rexes. So free from harm must only be the law. And if you got a problem with that sticking in your craw, then maybe you're a power monger trying hard to squeeze us. And you will not be welcome here until your witch war ceases. And everybody must be free to do as he, she pleases, no matter if they follow Satan, Buddha, Bob, or Jesus. Witch war, rich war, witch war, snitch war, witch war, bitch war. Try to make life a chore, try to draft us in a witch war. Witch war, are you a big predator? Witch war, tell me what's it all for? Witch war, hey, who's minding the store? I can't take it anymore, better quit it with your witch war.
Wittershins. The Derek Halmore Orchestra.
Yes.
Doing a classic by Low Key Coyote, which
And it's better.
it is better. And I was just thinking about it. It's good that somebody redid that song because the old one was boring and stuff. But I was just kind of listening to the lyrics and reflecting on them, and it wasn't anything I was going to talk about tonight. But we don't have any material, so it's perfect.
When do we ever have
exactly? And so back in my day, my parent tradition blew itself apart 2 times in a very huge, very dramatic way, and ultimately, it was because of jealousy. They had, they come up with rules that most of the traditions came up with. Teachers can't sleep with students. Priesthood can't sleep with those lower than them. Which I understand because we have so many predatory motherfuckers in our traditions. But me, as an anarchist, I always had a problem with this because it never actually addressed the problem. We come up with rules that don't actually fix the problem. What I always saw was we need to make better teachers. We need to make better clergy. People that just would not use their power over another to manipulate them into sex, rather than having a rule. Rules never solve anything. Rules never fix anything. It's a Band-Aid, and nothing heals under a fucking Band-Aid. So I always, thought to, make better people. And I don't know if I was just born that way or if it was a process of the reprogramming that I did to myself. I was just never that way. And, like in the song, I was polyamorous. Marta over here was a student of mine. She did not know that she had signed up for my class until we'd already established a relationship. But we didn't have sex for a very long time. It was like record time for my world. Really. It was like, it's like, okay, if we're hanging out, then we're fucking, tonight, now.
And I think that's what
you.
Your partner expected, too.
Yeah, and that's kind of what everybody expected.
Man, they all thought I was a hoe.
Yeah, but
they just assumed I was a hoe. Then they hated me even more when they found out I wasn't a hoe.
Yes. So the problem that we're trying to solve in our communities with this is that we have people that use their position, their power of authority over others to manipulate them against their will into sex. Now, either I don't know if I was born that way. I think I probably programmed myself that way because, I was trying to fix myself with self-hypnosis and things, way early on. I saw what the real problem was and wasn't, adhering to the Band-Aid solution. Either way, developed a distaste for that type of woman. I'm heterosexual, but I don't like women that can be manipulated against their will.
And I
frown upon them.
For my part, I was offended that people would think that of me.
Exactly.
Like I wouldn't give you another look if you tried to pull that shit on me. There's no way that would happen. I was so offended. I'm like, they think what?
Yes. So either by hook or by crook, I had solved the problem, at least in myself. That could never be the problem within myself. And I was like, I took things to extremes. Like we always had in our traditions that we don't recruit people. People find their way home. People would say that. It was like nice, lofty words and shit, but nobody really follows through on their words and makes them mean anything. So I took it to an opposite extreme. If anybody ever had a moment of doubt and expressed it to me, my reply was, "Happy trails to you." And that really pissed some folk off because people wanted you to get involved in their shit. They wanted you to talk them into it. It's like, okay, if we're not going to recruit the ultimate, I need to have some rules set in place so I don't use my powers of persuasion
and then they're like,
persuade
he doesn't
somebody.
care.
Exactly. So many people were fucking so butthurt I didn't care enough to try and talk you into it. That was
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So my way is like I recognized the problem and established certain rules for myself to where that could never happen. And in that scenario, I could never recruit somebody or talk somebody into anything when my rule was to talk them out of it. As soon as you hesitate, I'll talk you out of it and explain to you why you should go be a Buddhist or something.
Yeah. And you were like, you should have been like, listen, I've got a really small dick. Just move on.
Yeah, so those kind of things. So like, not just sexually, like, traditionally wise, as people say, I'm not sure if the system's right for me, or I'm not sure if it's like happy trails to you.
Yeah,
that was my response. I would not say anything else, and that pissed some people. People hate me to this fucking day because I kicked them out of the fucking nest and made them fly. Understand it or don't, it's not for those that are not of the priesthood to understand those things. So we'll never explain those things. But just to make sure that I never became evil and used my powers of persuasion against a person to recruit them into my system, I established those rules to keep myself in check. As soon as you came at me to talk you into it, I talk you out of it. I explained to you why you should go back to the church. Right? You should go be a fucking Buddhist. Do something fucking else. I would talk them out of being a witch. Because a witch can't hesitate. Ever. You cannot have a hesitation. You cannot doubt yourself. Ever. Or you will fail. And you need to train yourself to be better that way.
You know, those are really good words to live by, and I needed to hear that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still
You're-
influencing her against her
You're
will.
still teacherly.
Teacherly. Well, good, because I wasn't going to say any of this. It kind of came on, so that's the kind of the best kind of radio.
Yeah.
The title of the show tonight is "Idiocracy is Upon Us." So,
Yeah.
So we could go all over, but you know.
Yeah, we could go so many places with that.
The idiocracy that we have
Yeah.
in our own size.
Giuliani allies want Trump to pay his mounting legal bills.
That's a great headline. Trump doesn't pay bills.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was kind of how they finally parted ways officially, was when Trump refused to pay him.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have, a public spat or anything like that because Rudy's too scared. But he just was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
can we still be friends?
Yeah. So we haven't been here doing Widdershins in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And part of the reason is we now get to have a life. We've both had the vaccine and passed our 2-week point after the vaccine to where we're immune, and all of a sudden our social life fucking blew up, and we've been doing shit.
We're not necessarily immune, but we're not going to end up in the hospital.
Exactly. but we did our due diligence.
Yeah.
And now we get to have a life.
And the thing is, we paid our dues. I mean, you would leave to go shopping and stuff like that. But I can count on one hand how many times I left the house in over a year. I did my part, motherfuckers. I'm going out.
Well, our memories just started showing that up on Facebook. It's like, we've been doing the Stay the Fuck at Home show for over a year now. So we're lately getting to see those first shows that we've been doing, that we did. Mm-hmm. And we fucking did that. We stayed the fuck at home and socially distanced with a bunch of people that we don't even fucking know. But now we know them now.
Now we know them.
We didn't know them at the time.
We had one or two people over
late in the game
that we were careful with. And
we'd mask through the house and get outside.
Yeah, we just sit outside and then not mask
socially
there,
distance.
Keep our distance. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, we didn't have anybody over and we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. So the CDC announced this week that the United States will not reach herd immunity. We will not.
Their number that they put for herd immunity is 70 to 80% vaccinated.
Because Merkins are fucking stupid. And whether I like it or not, it's going to get to a point now where there will be this what do they call it? The COVID pass, the vaccine passport. These people are forcing the tyranny that they don't want to have. You're not going to be able to go places. You're not going to be able to do things without your vaccine passport. Businesses have the absolute right to refuse service.
Airlines have the absolute right to refuse service.
Just like the mask thing.
Yeah.
It's like whether your state mandates it or not, if the place you're going into mandates a fucking mask, you have to wear a fucking mask.
Yeah.
If the place, in order to keep their customers safe, if they have to mandate a fucking passport, you show your papers, they're going to have to do that. And Americans are forcing that to happen.
And let me just say something. A lot of people, the people opposed to getting a vaccine, a lot of them will bring up the fact, well, what about the people who can't get a vaccine and it's harmful? And I'm like, listen, those people will always be exempt. I'm not talking about those people. They're not in this conversation. And actually, that's even more of a reason to get vaccinated, is for those people who legitimately can't get a vaccine and they rely on the rest of us to have it. That's even more of a reason to get it.
Yep.
But I get that. I hear that argument so many times. They're like, what about the people who, can't get it? I'm like, yeah, they don't have to.
Yeah.
We're not talking about them.
They will get an exemption.
I get it. No, you will not get vaccinated.
Yeah.
And I support that.
Yeah.
But that's why the rest of us have to.
Yeah.
If we don't have a legitimate medical reason that your doctor will, give you a legitimate excuse for, then absolutely you don't have to get it.
So we've been seeing live music. Mm-hmm. We did karaoke.
Yeah, we went to a crawfish boil.
Crawfish boil, which we never got to do the entire time we've been in fucking New Orleans.
Yeah, we went to the pub in our neighborhood, sat outside. It was lovely.
Bring us food and drinks, and it was everything I remember.
We went out to breakfast.
We
went to our bar to talk to our lawyer about stuff.
Yeah. All of a sudden, from like a year of nothing to almost too much something, to where it's like you get to, oh God, I'm too tired to do Widdershins.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to say.
And for what it's worth, that these people that I'm talking about, who we are hanging out with, they are also completely vaccinated.
Yeah.
I mean, I know them, so I know that they're not lying.
The
They're
crawfish
vaccinated.
boil we went to was specifically vaccinated people only.
Yeah, they actually turned somebody away who wasn't vaccinated.
They had to have a separate party across the street for the people that weren't vaccinated.
Yep.
And we even, tripped through that too because we're fine. But, I had the crawfish boil and fucking oysters and all. Mm-hmm. Good times. And that's what we get for being responsible citizens. And the irresponsible citizens are going to find their lives drastically curtailed because that's what's going to happen.
And I'm still so careful. When we went to the pub, we were sitting at a table outside. And, when you're seated at a table, you don't have to wear a mask. Mm-hmm. So we were ordering, and, the server's standing there. He's got a mask. And he probably thought I was really rude. Like, I wouldn't make eye contact, because I didn't want to, talk at him without my mask. So I was, looking down at the menu. I'm like, okay, I'll have this, this, and this. Thank you. Like, I wouldn't even look at him.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my droplets to go where he's at.
Yeah. Well, and
even though I'm allowed to do that while I'm seated.
While it's a ritual we've engaged in, a billion times and used to spend most of our time doing, I find myself fumbling through the ritual. The first time we went out, I couldn't find my tip calculator. I had to ask Marta to do the math for me. But it's like, that was the most important app on my phone. And I always knew where it was, but I hadn't used it in a fucking year.
Thank God you have me who can do basic math.
I know. I do. I thank the gods for that. Yeah. But yeah. So, and then, okay. So if this wasn't stupid, I mean, okay. So some of them think that a microchip is good. Did you have the vaccine? Do you see how small that fucking needle was? You barely felt it, huh? They think a microchip's going to fit through there. They think we are that advanced.
Realistically, we microchip our animals, and it goes through with a needle. So
it's a much larger needle.
It is larger.
It's, the size of like half a grain of rice. Is about the smallest that we've gotten our fucking implants. We don't have, nanobots or anything like that. So as ridiculous as that QAnon belief is.
And I'm sorry, but realistically, I don't go anywhere that important where I give a fuck.
Exactly. My days.
It's like, whatever, I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not robbing bank, whatever. Like, let them know that I went to the store on Tuesday.
My days as a militant anarchist revolutionary are behind me, and I'm just not doing anything that important for them to track right now. And they're already tracking me with my phone anyways. Yeah. Just like, my car insurance. I let them track me so I can save some fucking money. Standards change. But in addition to, that stupid shit, then this other stupid shit happens. I first heard about it when there was a private school in Florida not letting their teachers come back to work if they had the vaccine. Because now there's this QAnon fucking belief that people that have had the vaccine are making the people that haven't had the vaccine sick. Which is the dumbest, most unscientific thing that anybody ever fucking pulled out of their ass.
They're like, stay away from the vaccinated people, because really what they're doing is they're fucking everything up. Mm-hmm. And so they just, at this point, all they can do is try to turn it around and be like, you're the one who's dangerous.
Exactly, because all of those people are Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Trump's latest thing He calls the election of 2020 the big lie.
All caps.
Which the big lie is used by everybody else to describe his lie about election fraud. And so he tries to flip it around and own the fucking narrative. This is the world that we allowed to happen. Thanks, all of you that allowed to happen. And this video or this broadcast also goes to YouTube, and that's where I actually run into some of the Trump supporting fucking yahoos that are fucking out there that will argue with us. Like last time we were talking about the vaccination, that's where the guy goes, "You have no business giving medical advice." It's like,
I'm like, actually,
yeah,
I do.
Yes, actually she does. And actually we weren't giving medical advice.
Like me saying whether or not I think people should take the vaccine is not somebody illegally giving medical advice. I'm sorry. It's not. But even if I were, I'm licensed to do so. So shut the fuck up.
Well, and some of their arguments, against the vaccine is, it was too soon, it was rushed. That's a lie. This is not new technology. RNA technology is not fucking new technology. It's just, it apparently can address many illnesses that we have. What we found out now is that the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine, in addition to dealing with COVID, is making our body produce T cells.
Yeah.
Which is one of the main problems.
That's something that they weren't accounting for, because all they were doing was measuring the antibodies. They weren't even thinking about the T cells. And then somehow, I don't even know how they found out, but now they know that they make T cells.
It might have accidentally stumbled upon the cure for AIDS.
Yeah.
AIDS, cancer it has things about T cells too. There's like so many of Okay. A dog barked in the neighborhood. Okay. I feel safe. Thank you very much. All right. Shut up. Hey.
Okay, thank you.
Squirt bottle time?
Thank you.
So you want the squirt bottle?
Okay.
That's a bit much.
You're
okay.
good boy.
I feel safe.
Good boy.
You've done your job.
He
very
wagged his little
very
tail.
protected. Okay. Thank you very much. You're not getting a treat for that. No.
You should probably step outside.
Oh, you want to step outside, bitch?
Oh!
Hey, God damn son of a bitch. You better lick up the fucking beer.
Oh, our dog just wagged his tail really hard and knocked the beer off the table.
Okay, you're not going to lick it? Get the fuck out of the way then. God damn it. Fucking
We're going to have to run the mop over that, too. It's going to be sticky.
Yes.
Mojo.
Yeah, thanks for stealing the show. I don't even know what we were talking about or anything anymore.
Yeah, what were you talking about?
What the fuck were you talking about?
Well, the dogs started barking.
Oh, it's going to be really bright sun.
Oh, yeah, and I said we should go outside. We can go in the back?
Or
is you worried about the internet?
We can go to the back door and it'll probably work, but if it switches internet connections on Wittershins, it fucks everything.
Let me
up.
check how it is out front.
Okay.
It might not be that bright.
She's going to check how it is out front. Yeah. So, the U.S. is not going to reach herd immunity because of the anti-vaccine morons that think it's tyranny. I saw a guy bitching about tyranny of wearing a face mask today.
I mean, it's okay.
We survived tyranny. We've survived 4 years of fucking tyranny.
It's actually possible that we might just squeak by, because in the United States, I think it was like 32 or 33% fully vaccinated, and 44% has at least the first dose. So like if 44% is just the total that they're counting, and it's 44% of Americans, that's not counting any of the kids.
Yeah.
52% of parents said that they would give their kids the vaccine, which is, it's only half, but it's actually higher than I thought. So we might squeak by if the kids get vaccinated.
Our kid wants the vaccine, and that's the first time I've ever heard the kid, want a shot.
And I told him today, like he said he wanted it, but obviously doesn't like shots.
Yeah.
And I told him today, I was like, it's 2 shots, right? And then he like looked at me. Maybe that changes things
It's
for
the
him.
smallest
but-
fucking needle I've ever dealt with.
No, it didn't.
with
Well,
any
we
shot,
know that.
man.
I just need to
It's
make
like-
sure.
Like, I remember the first time the first shot I got, I look at her and go, "Are you sure you gave me a shot?"
I did that too.
You're not just fucking with me, right?
second one,
I'm not a
though-
placebo group, right?
Yeah. The second one I did feel though.
Yeah, I think I felt the second one a little more. Different people. I went through one of those, drive-through mass sites.
But I mean, if we're gonna, I'm sure, be with them, getting vaccinated. It's like, if I just tell them to use one, because I'm thinking maybe we felt the second one because we already had one in that arm, and I'm like, they're not gonna like argue that hard. If they try to use your less dominant arm, but it's like, whatever. I'm his mom. If I'm telling you like, okay, he's homeschooled, don't worry about his dominant arm. Do the first one on the right side and the second one on the left side, then maybe he won't feel any of them.
Yeah, and I just don't have that feeling about the Johnson & Johnson, which I'm not. Are we using it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but it doesn't matter. The only one
Yeah.
that's approved for kids is the Pfizer.
Yeah, and that's good too. It's different technology. I like the advanced technology. The thing that they
We like our Wi-Fi working better.
the thing that they came up with is, I'm not a scientist, but I understand the science when it's explained to me, and it was explained to me, very well. But then some of the new things coming out, it's like they could have accidentally stumbled upon the cure for fucking everything. So we
just
have
have
nothing to make
they
us
would
produce
just-
T cells.
Yeah, they would just have to, tweak it.
Yes.
For like if something's neurological
Well-
or whatever. But then that's what they did though. Like when people complain that like, oh, it happened too fast and blah blah.
Exactly.
They've been working on this technology for at least 20 years that I know of, and all they had to do was tweak it for this particular virus. That doesn't take that long.
I believe that one of the things that they were working on it for was for AIDS. Mm-hmm. So they could have stumbled upon that.
The technology's been there.
Yeah. So it's not new technology. It wasn't rushed. It's just a technology that can be used for many fucking things. Mm-hmm. That's brilliant. That's fucking science. I have no problem with science.
Yeah.
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 They created pot seeds now that grow in 90 days. From start to harvest. You think I don't think that's cool? I don't even care if it's GMO.
And just on a general level, what I was going to add is like, isn't that kind of the point, to make progress? It's like we used to make vaccines where we put a little bit of the actual pathogen into the vaccine and build up immunity, blah blah. And no, that's how we've been doing it up until now. And now we're doing mRNA. Like, isn't that sort like when you look at the bigger scheme of things? Isn't that sort of the point? Like, why would you do things the way you've been doing them the whole time? What's the point of having like research and like all this shit if everybody's going to be too scared to use it? What's the point?
See, that's what I like about this chick. She's a revolutionary. Those are radical ideas, man. Dangerous radical ideas.
No, I mean the point is to be better than we were in the past.
Be best.
Always, yeah, be
Be
best.
best.
Oh,
We need to be best.
I get it now.
Finally, we get to be best.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Just today they upheld Trump's Facebook ban.
Yep.
I think they're going to revisit it every couple months.
Yeah, that's
or
like the
something.
only catch. Like they upheld it, but they don't want it to be permanent. So I was kind of comparing it to parole. It's like they review his behavior every 6 months and then decide deny it or reinstate.
What's parole all about? Time off for good behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't keep doing the thing that you got convicted for.
And I think that's why they upheld it this time around.
Yeah,
because nothing's changed.
Yeah, he keeps repeating the same lie that started the violence at the Capitol.
All he has to do is say, I want this country to be united.
Yeah,
Let's all just
like everybody
move on.
else did.
He would have fucking cleaned up in 2024
Yeah.
if he did that. But
No,
he's not going to do that.
Like everybody else did that faced a questionable election?
Yeah.
Really? Well, that would have been nice, huh? Like Hillary? Like fucking...
Did she go on and on? Well, I won the popular vote. I won
Yeah.
the blah, blah, and everybody who interviewed her and her tweets.
Yeah.
No.
Did Gore?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I thought that there was a lot to answer, and now it looks like we're actually going to get to see the Mueller report and find out how much Trump obstructed about the collusion that went on. And I always believed that it happened that way, that the Russians hacked us. Trump, wasn't president. He didn't get elected. But I didn't go on and say, he's an illegitimate president. He's not really the president.
Yeah.
Hillary is really running things. They switched faces. Yeah. Trump, Hillary's got control of the military. She's really running everything. Get ready because the storm's coming next week. 2 weeks from now.
And then
a month from now.
One that I always constantly hear is that the tide is starting to turn, or whatever they say. The tide is turning, but it's like the tide. Like, when did it stop turning? Like, as far as they're concerned, it's always starting to turn.
I just had to stitch a dude today that was talking. He was trying to encourage all the patriots that Trump's coming back to power any day now. And it's like, they just keep doing that. It's like, he lost. He's not president. Biden was inaugurated. Nobody has ever been uninaugurated. It's not, there's nothing in there to ever make that happen.
What's the end to all this?
Yeah.
You're not going to remove Biden and redo the inauguration. Doesn't work that way. So what is the end goal?
Well, and the fact that these pieces of shit still support Trump because they're afraid of him. I'm talking about the senators and the House members, that kind of thing.
Well, the Republican House is about to kick Liz Cheney out.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not a fan, but it's the principle of it.
Because they're all afraid of him.
Yeah.
It's like, he's a bully. It's like, none of the Republicans have the fucking balls or gonads to do what's necessary for a bully, is walk up to him on the playground in front of everybody else and punch him in the fucking nose. That's the only way to deal with a bully. All of these motherfuckers bow down. All of the motherfuckers that spoke out against Trump blamed him for January 6th, then went down to Mar-a-Lago, had a meeting with him, and came back and changed their minds. Mm-hmm. They're all little bitch boys that Trump has leverage on. I don't care what the leverage they have on you.
Somehow
eventually
he doesn't
you gotta
have
do the right
any
thing
leverage over Cheney.
Liz Cheney. No.
Or Mitt Romney.
No. Or Liz Cheney has the fucking guts to say, fuck your leverage, and do it anyways.
Yeah, the thing is, Liz Cheney is, Dick Cheney's daughter. Mm-hmm. I don't feel that her political career is over.
No.
Even if they do oust her, whatever. She'll be fine. I'm not worried about her, and I don't think she's worried about her. She's not like, oh, my political career is over. Yeah. She'll be back.
Yep.
So this is like a little blip in history, and she's more important. She's more interested in the bigger picture. Like, who's gonna remember any of those schmucks? Yeah. People are going to remember her because of this.
Well, like I said on TikTok today, those Republicans that have gone along with this and repeated the big lie have violated the 10 Commandments. They have bared false witness. Now, in witchcraft, we believe in the laws of physics to an extent. The laws of metaphysics say that every action has a reaction. Laws of physics say that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. I'm not necessarily in metaphysics, but every action has a reaction. And if your action was to lie, and the reaction was people got killed, well, by default, you have killed. So All they got to do now is covet their neighbor's wife, who's probably their cousin, and they'll be 3 for 3. 3 violations of the fucking 10 Commandments. You can be, God-fearing Christians.
Yeah.
Should we play something?
Yeah.
Let's see, I thought we wouldn't be able to play Agent Orange anymore because Trump was gone, but he's not seeming to leave. So
He won't leave.
Agent Orange
Okay.
reminds us of Trump,
We need a cigarette, though. We
and
gotta
that's what
figure
we're
out
going
how
to do.
that.
So that's why I'm playing the songs, man. God,
Okay.
get with the program.
They can make things worse for me. Sometimes I'd rather die. They can tell me lots of things, but I can't see eye to eye. I know they know the way I think. I know they always will. But someday I'm gonna change my mind. Sometimes I'd rather kill. Bloodstains, speed kills, fast cars, cheap thrills, rich girls, fine wine. I lost my sense, I lost control, I lost my mind. Things seem so much different now. The scene has died away. I haven't got a steady job, and I got no place to stay. Well, that's a futuristic modern world, but things aren't what they seem. Someday you're gonna wake up from this stupid fantasy. Bloodstains, speed kills, fast cars, cheap thrills, rich girls, fine wine. I lost my sense, I lost control, I lost my mind. Bloodstains, speed kills, fast cars, cheap thrills, rich girls, fine wine. I lost my sense, I lost control, I lost my mind. Cowering like settlers on someone else's land, mistaken advances of the natives who have come to lend a hand. It's a sad and pathetic tragedy, my friends. Terror always seems to win in the drama of human motivation, where is restraint and reason. Threat is urgent, existential, with patience wearing thin, but the danger's elemental. It's chaos from within. The fox-stained leaves of civilization depict us dark repeat. It's always a flaw in reasoning that fates the citizenry. When the ancestor fell from the armor, the march of fear began. But the predator wanted a failure in the face of consciousness. Threat is urgent, existential, time to scan the horizon. But the danger's elemental, it's chaos from within. Threat is urgent, existential, omnipresent like a skin. But the danger's purely mental, it's chaos from within. Chaos from within. Is this what you call democracy? They're killing us, and you're killing me. Now I know better, now I can see that I don't wanna be in democracy. Now is the time for us to strike. Do we know what we're doing? Have we set things right? They're leading us into World War III, and this is what democracy. Democrat, Republican, Libertarian. Do you really care what party you're in? Did you really think you can make it big? Living among these nuclear pigs. If you didn't know, you'll never see. We're too far gone for democracy. Look what it's done to you and me. Democracy is not for me. Democracy is not for me. Democracy is not for me. It's not for me.
Adolescents on Wintershins Radio, where we have taken the show to the porch. Well, the stoop.
Yeah.
We're on the stoop.
We're on the stoop, and our neighbors are playing music. You guys might be able to hear that
It's all happening.
faintly in the background. Yeah. Most of our neighbors that I know of are vaccinated, so
Yeah.
everybody's sort of venturing out.
And we'll plug it a little bit, but Hexfest is right around the corner. It's
Yep.
coming.
Yep.
Now, if you're coming to New Orleans, get your damn vaccines. Because we've been really good about that here in New Orleans. We kicked ass on South Dakota beat us, maybe.
Well, what I was going to say, as a state, Louisiana is, once again, leaving much to be desired. New Orleans, in particular, is doing really well. We probably brought the entire numbers up for the state, but as far as all the states go, I believe Louisiana was number 45 out of 51. They're including DC. So not great as a state. South Dakota, for some reason, is doing really well as a state, which is really surprising to me. But
Yeah.
but New Orleans is doing really well. Just don't go anywhere else in the state if you come to Hexfest.
Yes, but yeah.
And it really depends on, what the city decides to do. It's not really up to Christian Day, who does, and Brian Kane, who put on Hexfest. It really depends on what they can do with it. Because, the capacity, they raised the capacity. You could have 250 people in outdoors and 100 indoors, or maybe it's 500 outdoors, 250.
I thought they
I'm not
recently
sure.
raised it to
Yeah.
people could have maximum capacity in New Orleans.
Okay, because last I heard, the capacity that they were saying still wasn't enough, was too low for what Hexfest would have. I haven't checked it that recently, but it all depends on what the city does. And so we'll see.
But we're coming back. The shops in the French Quarter, they've been open for a while. But oh my God,
What?
John Barleycorn,
Oh,
of all things for the neighbors to listen to.
which neighbor is it? I can't.
It's next door.
Speckles?
Yeah. No. Shannon.
Who?
Shannon.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Interesting. How funny.
Yes.
He never plays this stuff.
Yes. Most people don't realize the pagan significance of the song, which is so bloody pagan.
Well,
Hopefully you guys can hear it a little bit in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah.
it's almost 6, so we're going on an hour. So I was wondering what you want to do. If you want to do a shorter show today, or if we want to just keep going for another hour.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
We'll keep going for now and see how it goes.
Okay.
I don't know how much more to talk about, but it's just the
therein lies the rub.
well, idiocracy's upon us. I don't know if anybody out there has been able to actually like research QAnon. It's not only stupid, it's vague as fuck. It's like Q never said anything except the storm is coming.
And then that's the thing. It's not vague to them. Like, they know exactly what's going on.
They filled in the blanks of what the storm is. When the storm is going to happen. It's like, well, we were wrong on the date, I guess, because Q was vague. But he didn't say a whole lot. Oh, watch out for that bee. Be nice to the bee. Got to take care of the bees.
Yep.
Yes.
I think that's the second bee I've seen all year.
I know. That's why our fruit trees are not bearing fruit yet, but they keep blossoming. We need to, get us a beehive or something. What? Hey, you know what, dog? Don't bring me stuff that's not yours. That's Mama's socks.
Oh, what?
He come trotting up to me, bringing me the socks like we're going to play.
That blue toy that has in his mouth? I haven't seen that one, but now I got to find the other stuff.
Well, they do have paw prints on the socks, so maybe that was his.
Maybe you thought they were his.
That was his trigger.
It's like, that's mine.
Oh, you goddamn puppy. So there's an out-of-control Chinese rocket on an unpredictable path expected to plunge. And,
plunge to Earth within days.
Yes, and we don't know where it's going to go. And when they first showed the story, I said, shit, like Skylab?
That China?
And then they put on, I forget who the CNN guy was. I'm old enough to remember Skylab.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, they're fucking, I think I had a T-shirt.
I don't like out-of-control Chinese rocket on unpredictable path.
Yes.
Expected to plunge into Earth.
Within days.
That's kind of crazy.
We know not where.
Chinese rocket on unpredictable path.
Oh.
Wow.
Goodness. Well, let me see. I should, before we even think about, closing the show, I've got to do
Hexfest.
Why you make me type the whole thing in, you fuck? Oh my God, really? I got to type in .com. We clearly haven't done the show in a while. Let's see. Hexfest is coming, y'all. August 6th to the 8th, 2021. And hopefully we're going to be able to have it. But get your tickets anyway. They'll refund them if we don't. Join in the magic. Tales of the magic at the Crescent City of New Orleans stretch back over the centuries. It's an enigmatic place where voodoo, hoodoo, witchcraft, and even Christianity blend at the crossroads of spiritual power. On August 6th to the 8th, 2021, Brian Kane, Christian Day, and the Witches of New Orleans present Hexfest. Hey, that's us now, huh?
Yeah.
We're the Witches of New Orleans.
Yeah.
All those other times we read this, it was just rather vague. A weekend of witchery held in the heart of the historic French Quarter. The conference opens with a riverboat ritual and dinner held on an authentic steamboat on the Mississippi River, followed by 2 full days of workshops, drumming, and ritual at the Bourbon Orleans Hotel, a venue riddled with the history of hauntings. Hexfest has gathered witches, root workers, voodoo priests, and other magical teachers from within New Orleans and around the world to offer their time-honored wisdom. Between workshops, attendees will love the magical shopping and our on-site vending hall. My shop will be there this year, too, where you can purchase powerful ritual tools, signed books, exquisite jewelry, and spellcrafts made by true practitioners. Presenters for the 2021 Hexfest hail from across the spectrum of witchcraft and magic and include Baba Teddy, Lady Kate, Harriet Jaw, Byron Ballard, Carrie Urs, Christine Stevens, Diana Rachel.
Yeah.
Hey, right on.
Yeah.
That's one of mine. Ellie Barnes, Fiona Horn, Geraldine Beskin, Hala Ali, Judy Ann Knock, Lady Rhea, Levi Rowland, Lilith Dorsey, Michael Carell, Michael Herxes, Oberon Zell, Paul Barrow, Priestess Miriam, Sandra Maria Wright, Sen Elias, Thorn Mooney, and Witch Doctor Utu. Whether you're a beginner or advanced practitioner, Hexfest will help you to discover the secrets of witchcraft and expand your mastery of the magical arts. Get over there to hexfest.com. Tickets are selling fast because we haven't been able to do anything in person in a while. All right, now that we've paid the bills and stuff, I had a request or three to play more Just Kidding on the show and to end the show with Have a Happy Fucking Day. Being that Just Kidding is my band, I can do that. So we're going to play you a bit and we're going to get out of here early today because although we could probably rant forever on the idiocracy seizing our country.
It'll be there next week.
It will be there next week, and it's just rather redundant. So here's Feel Free, that's me, and then a couple from Just Kidding closing off the show with Have a Happy Fucking Day. So if you're waiting for that, record that goddamn thing. All right.
Smash the stage. It'll be so great. just can't wait. Masturbate and smash the state. Hey, hey. For it's too late. Day by day they find us with their values. Horrific views on the TV. Binding us in fear to the dollar. Freedom grows smaller. Still we can't see. Masturbate and smash the state. It'll be so great. I just can't wait. Masturbate and smash the state. For it's too late. Day by day they sell away the forest. And they ignore us as we speak our mind. Some of us will still refuse to see it and disagree, choose to be blind. Masturbate and smash the stage. It'll be so great. I just can't wait. Masturbate and smash the stage. For it's too late. It's time to grab a hold of what they cannot take away. Although they keep on trying each and every day. Give it one big stroke for all of humankind. Don't give it more than one, or else we will go blind. Masturbate and smash the stage. It'll be so great. I just can't wait. Masturbate and smash the stage.
Hello, Mike. Just kidding. By request, somebody wanted me to play the hits of Just Kidding and to finish up with Have a Happy Fucking Day. So it's my band from back in the day, back in the 90s. But, you know, these songs would sell better today than they did in the 90s, I gotta say. Should, like, see if they're all still alive and do a reunion tour or something. But I got two more from Just Kidding. Yeah, we're going to see you next week, hopefully. You know, we have something to talk about. If, you know, if it's a slow enough news day, then we do something else. But Widdershins Radio coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time, Central U.S. Time. Found on Spreaker.com/user/Widdershins and iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Tumblr, SoundCloud, I think. All over the damn place. You find Widdershins, but you're already here, so you don't really need to look too far. But I'll play you two more from Just Kidding, finishing up with Have a Happy Fucking Day, everybody's favorite song that I ever wrote. And there's 3 different recorded versions. This one's 7 minutes long, and there's others that are at least 10 minutes long. So I guess it's a short version of Have a Happy Fucking Day. We're going to play just in a minute after this next one.
Streets and cities burning, plumes of smoke above. Speak a revolution, it's what I'm thinking of. Speak about America, flags waving in the wind. America is out here, not the glowing box within. You can't feel the tension, you live inside a cave. The dying Constitution rots within its grave. The flames of discontent fan the flames, fan the flames of discontent. When I think about the future coming closer every day, I think a revolution, it seems the only way. But I wonder if we've got it, what it takes to be free, to form one mighty fist and put it through the TV. Wake from our oppression before we're put to sleep. The fighting weed of apathy sinks its roots too deep. The flames of discontent fan the flames, fan the flames of discontent. Call into action against an economic greed that induces and produces these things we'll never need. They need more walls to house the poverty, building more prison camps to house you and me. The flames of discontent fan the flames, fan the flames of discontent.
house of free speech and counting. I got bought for my food stamps today. Now I can't cry. Yeah, I got bought for my food stamps today. Now I can't cry. I stole from the government with a smile on my face. Well, happy fucking day, fucking happy day, happy fucking happy, yeah, my God, happy fucking day, fucking happy day.
Fucking happy.
I'm so fucking happy. I gotta say, well, the cops came by to have a little discussion with me today, and being that I didn't have a toy gun pointed at them, walked away with my life relatively intact. But I got a severe tongue lashing. You know what I mean?
Lick that ass.
Said in America, there's some things you cannot say. In America, there's some things against the law to say. Other things, there's laws requiring you to say them in certain places and certain times when required by certain authority figures. Like you get shot fire in a crowded theater. Get shot fire in a crowded theater. You cannot say you're going to kill the president.
Kill that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, one other thing. You can never say the word fuck in public.
Fuck.
No, you can't say the word fuck in public or on public radio. You cannot say the fuck on the public airwaves. You cannot say fuck in any public manner. I'm not even sure if you can say fuck in private. It might be regulated somehow.
Fuck.
Said the bottom line's the children, Phil. I gotta protect the children from you and your foul mouth. Do you know how much damage you could cause them if you was to say fuck in front of the children, Phil? Why, it could ruin them for future generations yet to come.
Fuck the children.
Why, you can make them unproductive members of American society. And ruin them before we had a chance to brainwash them. Phil, goddamn it, you can't just be going around saying fuck. Look at what you can do. Oh. Well, I wondered about some of the words I can say in front of the children. And I wondered about some of the words I'm supposed to say in front of the children. And I wondered about some of the words we say to the children every fucking day on the TV set. Like bombs and missiles. Bombs and missiles you can say to the children all day long. You can say bombs and missiles to the children and no one's gonna care. You can tell that we make the best damn bombs and missiles anywhere. Why, you can tell them get a job, get a job, get a job, and slave the rest of your lives for $5.15 an hour and die miserable and broke just like good old mom and dad living the America dream. Have a happy fucking day, fucking happy day, happy fucking happy fucking have a goddamn happy fucking day. I'm so fucking happy. Well, you know, son, you can grow up one day and be the president of the United States of America with a mindless puppet on a string and doesn't even know who's pulling it anymore. Maybe you can grow up and be a prison guard. You know, I don't want you to get me wrong. I got a kid of my own, and every day I gotta look at her and I gotta think, you know what I'm gonna say to her, what I'm not gonna say to her, and who's gonna say the things that I don't say to her, and what they're gonna say about the things that I don't say about her, and on and on and on and on and on. Well, I think I'm not gonna use words like mutually assured destruction in front of my children. Bombs, intercontinental ballistics, smart bombs, and cruise missiles in front of my children. Oh, but shoot me dead with a cruise missile, I might say fuck in front of my daughter. I'm gonna say fuck, you fuck safe and you shoot clean, goddammit, you fuck the partner of your choice, the gender of your choice, the species of your choice, the age of your choice. If anybody doesn't fucking like it, why, just don't fuck them, alright? And I fucking teach them. Why, you fuck anybody you wanna fuck it, if anybody doesn't fucking like it, it's none of their fucking business anyway. You know, so many people so repressed about the word fuck. Second only to the word masturbation. Oh, but you know, of all the fucking in the world that you can do in all the ways that fucking could, you know, change your life or, you know, ruin your life, why, none of them are dangerous. It's fucking with a cruise missile in your head. Have a happy fucking day. Oh, you know, someday maybe you could grow up and have $20,000 million and you can go and
petition the FCC for a license to, spout your views out on the radio. And, why? Then every time you do, you get a fine. Why? Every time you say the word fuck, you could receive a $20,000 fine for saying the word fuck. Why? You could receive sanctions from certain corporations for using their particular brand of smart bomb on the air. Have a happy fucking day. Have a happy fucking day. Fucking happy day. Happy fucking happy. Have a fucking day. A fucking happy day. Oh, I'm happy. Are you happy, Bob?
I'm fucking happy, Bill.
Oh, I'm happy about the whole of the ozone layer. Oh, I'm happy that my kids aren't going to be able to walk outside without wearing sunscreen and hats and sunglasses and geodescent domes. Why, I'm happy that our country has more killing capacity than any country on the face of the planet. Able to blow up more of the planet than any other country on the face of the planet. Oh, aren't you proud to be an American? In the land of the freaks. And the home of the wage slave. To have the God-given right to dig through the dumpster of your choice and eat all the contents within your heart's desire. Provided the cops ain't watching and you got bolt cutters, cause dumpster diving's against the law. Have a happy fucking day, fucking happy day, happy fucking happy, have a goddamn happy fucking day, a fucking happy day. Oh, 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 I'm happy.
Your hair's falling out, Bill. I'm happy.
Are you happy? You, on the phone, are you fucking happy?